Hey, what's going on, guys? Dan with Barrel Blazing Barbells. We are going to do a couple things today. We are first off going to we're going to test some things, and we're also going to be working on breaking something in. We're going to break this guy in a little bit. So this is a Wraithworks War Comp 9. I've done a couple things to it. Obviously, you see it's got a little optic up here, a little solar red dot from Sightmark, and I mounted it on a Strike Industries adjustable riser. This one you can actually kind of adjust it forward and back. It's a cleat design, if you will. So two angles. When you push into it, it rises up. I did put a dead air mount on it so I can run my Wolfman. So we'll keep it nice and mostly quiet, but that's going to be on here. But what we're testing is, these actually got sent to me to test. We got this guy, and the one I'm actually a little more interested in, this guy. Very, very thin. Now this is rated 3A, so the NIJ 3A, excuse me. It's up to 44 mag. So I don't have a 44 mag, but I do have a couple other things we can throw at it, and I might get a 44 mag in hand to sling at it. We'll see how that goes. This one, on the other hand, this is a heavy duty plate. This is NIJ 4. Is this 4? Yeah, this is level 4. So this is going to be able to withstand quite a bit more impact, quite a few more calibers. So this is your standard vest style plate. This one, on the other hand, is actually designed for a backpack. Now, they sent me this one, and it got me thinking. I actually have a backpack that the zipper's blown out of. I'm going to try, see if I can get it in there kind of where you normally would keep one of these for, if you're in a situation where you need a little extra protection where you're at, or if you're, what I'm thinking is if this does what it's supposed to do, I'm going to buy one and put it in my kid's backpack for this upcoming school year. So we're going to give it a test. Like I said, up to 44 mag. I'm going to put a few rounds scattered around to try to get, quadrantly. I don't want to be just all punching random holes. I'm going to try getting a quadrant of, hey, this was 22, this was 9 mil, this was 44. And then 5.56 is just, I'm pretty sure just going to punch straight through this. But might see if I can get a 357. I don't know. We'll try that. But this one, on the other hand, I'm going to try one of maybe everything I have at it. I don't know. I got, in ARs alone, I've got like 6 different calibers. So we can sling some lead at this. So yeah, we're going to give it a shot, see what happens, and see if I can break this thing. All right, guys, so we're out back in the range here. As you can see, I've got the panel here in my backpack. This is from BulletSafe, and it's in this backpack. Now, this backpack has an issue. The zipper has been blown out, so I was like, you know what? I'm going to hold on to it till it's time to do some tests, and we're going to try to put a few rounds in it and see if it'll manage for what we're going to do here. So I'm going to get this thing set up, and then we'll step back, I don't know, 40, 50, and go from there. All right, guys, I got the Wraithworks 9 mil, got the Wolfman out front, and the solar from Sightmark up top. Now, I know this thing's shooting a little bit high, so I'm going to shoot low, hit. I don't feel like taking the time to fully sight this in right now. I'm just wanting to test this plate. So we're going to send a couple and see if we can get some on target here. Uh-oh. Wasn't seated. All right, let's go see what we got. All right, so first off, there's a couple up here. One there and one there. I was shooting, like I said, I know this thing's shooting high. In this, I was trying to hit the quadrant here, but punched right through the edge on that one. Now, this was down where I was actually in, and this one as well. I had one that went off the side. I believe it hit right there. But if you look at the back, it did punch a hole through. However, it didn't punch through the actual round. The round got stopped in there. It just was actually broke the plastic open because of how it came through. This one down here, no exit. And this one, when it went through here, it just bowed out so far that it tore the plastic, but it didn't actually escape. So far, so far, pretty good. Just trying to see if I could see any actual penetration, but it seems like this, whatever this material is, I don't know exactly what it's called, but it's kind of stiff, like it's hard to bend, but it doesn't have actual holes in it. This spot right here, I think I can feel the, yeah, I can feel the bullet in right there. So it's definitely capturing. I do have a buddy of mine, I think, just pulled in with a 44 mag, so we're gonna send one into that, or with that. All right, guys, so I'll be honest with you, I don't like shooting this thing. So this is a 44 mag. If you've never experienced 44 mag, it kicks like a freaking mule. There's your round. So I got 2 in it. We're gonna take it down there. I'm gonna get a little closer because I'm terrible with revolvers, so I'm gonna get close enough that I'm fairly confident I'm gonna hit it and try to put 2 rounds in and see what happens. So yeah. Whew. God, I do not like that thing. The sucker rocks my hand every freaking time. It bites me right here on the knuckle. Glocks do the same thing, but this has a substantial amount of recoil to it. So we're gonna go down there. I'll take a look, see what we come up with. All right, so good and bad. The second round I actually didn't hit it because when it went in, I did not straighten this out. This is what it looked like as I pulled it out of the backpack. It appears what happened is the round hit about right here, and in the backpack with the compression and everything, it peeled it off the side. And believe it or not, I don't think it penetrated because I don't even see. Oh, there it is. As I say, there was had to have been a hole there, but on the back, it punched through the that outer shell, but I'm not seeing any exit. So I'm not saying for sure. Oh no, I can feel it. Squeeze that right there. Is it? You feel that hard thing? I'm pretty sure that's the bullet is.
I think that's just like from all the concussion inside there.
Yeah, well, obviously you're gonna have quite a explosion. This is just from 9mm hitting it up here, you know. So I could feel the bullet inside there. That's even bigger than the 9mm one. So 44, it snagged it. Now I will say, you're going to feel it. You're probably going to have some broke ribs if you catch one of these. A 44 is a very large round. However, it stopped it. Like, it didn't penetrate. So you're probably going to be wheezing a bit for a minute or two until you get your breath back. Probably be back black and blue tomorrow. But the round didn't go through. All right, guys. So I grabbed the 300 blackout here. We're going to put one on this and see what happens. This is a subsonic round. I did bring some supers out, but I'm gonna try the sub and see what happens here. That thing is definitely dialed in. I could see the hot spot where I hit, and it is like dead center on the bottom, right where that lower pouch is. It's right above on the main pouch. So pull it back up here and see what we got. So the 300 blackout, I pulled it out and looked. It did penetrate through and through. So again, you're talking rifle rounds, even with the subsonics, and they're a pretty devastating round. Now it did not do as much damage as I thought it was going to do, but it did punch through. So something to note: 300 blackout, even subsonics, they're putting holes. Next up, we got the 22. All right, so we got the Ruger Precision here. I got a, what is this? The Citadel 1 to 10. That's a nice little LPVO, but these are just some standard federal. I don't even see. I think they're normally like, is it like 1,700 feet per second or something? I don't know. They're supersonic, but they're not terribly fast. They're not any of those high powered ones. But I do have a can on this, so it's not even. I don't even need these ears. 1260. All right. Miller says they're 1260, so I'm gonna put a couple in it and see what happens. I help if I chamber one. All right. We go take a gander, see what we got. All right, so there you can see that was 5 rounds. It's pushed out a little bit here, right? But 1, 2, 3, 4 for sure right there. I'm not sure if that's the other one. I don't know exactly where I hit, but I pulled one. Apparently, this was actually upside down, but I can hear chunks of stuff rolling around in there now. I'm debating whether I want to try peeling it open to see if I can get some of them out, but also I could still probably use this to some degree, but those ones definitely did not go through. The 22 is not. And my buddy Andy keeps trying to convince me to put a plate on and shoot me with a 22. I keep telling him no, because my wife would then unalive me for doing something stupid like that. So it's not a win-win for me. I'm not doing it. But overall, I'm pretty impressed with this. You know, rifle stuff, it's thin. It's not really rated for rifle. That's why the 3A is, like I said, up to 44 mag. It's not rated for rifle, at least not at this distance. At 100 yards maybe, but not at. What do you think that is, Miller? 20 yards? Yeah. 18, 20, 30, somewhere around in there. So at that distance, anything rifle is just, other than 22, is just going to punch a hole. So for at least some peace of mind, I definitely I plan on getting one for Gunner for this year. So now we're going to do some big stuff. So for reference sake, this one also from BulletSafe. This one is substantially heavier, way thicker. This is body size type stuff, but this one's level 4, and if I remember right, I think it's up to 7.62, but we're going to run 9 mil, 22, 300 blackout, and then we're going to put an 8.6 blackout in it, just because I haven't got to hit anything other than one hog, and I want to blow something up. So we're just going to get stupid. All right, just like before, because this is not exactly zeroed, I literally just assembled this. I'm going to go down there a little closer to make sure it's a little smaller target. I don't want to miss and not be, where I want to be on this thing. So Hopefully I hit it. Go find out. All right, so the 9mm did that. And I don't even know what this stuff actually is. It's like ceramic or something. It's like a, I don't know, what do you think it is?
Oh, sure. It probably helps with like this, like the spalling or what they call it.
Yeah, spalling, but like I don't know what that material is. It's like almost like a rock looking kind of material, but the back is clean. There is a tiny, tiny little raise right there. I mean, like, I don't even think I can, maybe you can see it right there, but it's minute. So, and that's also towards the side. So if it's, you know, closer to the center, you get the more impact it's going to actually be able to handle. And that's towards the side. Like I said, that's the 9mm wasn't sighted in. So being able to withstand that the way it did, I would, again, I don't want to get shot. However, I would much rather do it with this. All right, so next up, we're going to run a 22 into it just because I want to see what a 22 does. We've seen what it did to the soft body armor, so let's see what it'll do to something with some legit hardness to it. All right, so the 22, like you can see it hit, but it basically, it didn't even crack the, whatever that material is. It just, yeah, it just peeled off the vinyl. It does seem like there might be a, it's like vinyl and then like, maybe it's, yeah, vinyl, nylon. I don't know what that is, but there's like a soft, foamy kind of material behind it. But the actual ceramic or whatever that is did not penetrate at all. You can see where it just put the circles on it. So 22, you can probably blast that all day. All right, so we got the 300 blackout. I did put the, I pulled the Wolfman off the 9mm to put on this, so I'm not putting ears on because you're probably not even going to hear it. Probably help if I turn the optic on though. There we go. Looks like just to the slight left on the actual impact there. All right. All right.
As long as we don't hear it.
Right. Somebody's peeling out down the street. All right. So 300 blackout. You can see there it did a little more damage. Obviously, you're rifle round here, but 0 on the backside. Like I don't even feel any variations on the back. So looked like maybe it cracked it just a little bit right there. But also, I don't know what this, if these are like plates overlaid or how these are positioned. So it could be that I'm just actually seeing the edge of a piece. I don't know if it's one solid chunk. I didn't tear this apart prior to. So if somebody knows the answer to that, put it in the comments. But 300 blackout, good to go. All right, so I went and looked in the backpack, and this was in there. So the 300 blackout definitely did not penetrate because I pulled the brass out. But next up, we got this 8.6 blackout. Now, a lot of people don't necessarily know what 8.6 blackout is. So just for a quick once over, 8.6 blackout is essentially a 6.5 Creedmoor case, necked up or neck down, however you want to look at it, to a 338 bullet. This is, give me that bag right there, Miller. So these are from Velocity Ammunition out of Lima, Ohio. Shout out to them for hooking me up with this. But this is a 300 grain boat tail hollow point. And it does have the tiniest little hollow point in it. But 300 grain, I'm pretty sure this is going to be subsonic. But I might put some ears on just in case. But she's a devastating round. Yes, they are. Sounds right. Get out of here. All right. We definitely hit it. Let's take a look. So Miller's over here critiquing me. He's right though. This isn't brass. This is copper. I found copper inside. So the 8.6. First off, I want to show you guys the back. So it did cause some a deviation there, but it did not penetrate. However, it did do some pretty extensive damage. I can get in there. I don't know how sharp this material is. And if you look, you can see some of the actual copper up in there. These are solid copper rounds. But again, didn't penetrate out the back. While again, like I said before, I would not want to get hit because it's going to feel like getting hit in the freaking chest with a cannon essentially. It's you're probably going to be alive. So now we've tried 9mm, 22, 300 blackout, 8.6 blackout. I'm debating. Miller? What do you think? Should we do 5.56 and 444?
Yeah.
Screw it. Let's go for it. All right. Well, we got the 5.56 on here. We'll see what happens with this. All right. So first off, I want to state that where I hit was in the ballpark of where the 8.6 kind of hit, but you can definitely tell it hit right there. So there is some chunks falling out. However, again, there's more of it falling out. Again, though, did not penetrate even after being impacted by the 8.6 there. So we got one more we're going to try. I'm going to try hitting it low on the 444, but I'm not making any promises. I've not shot that 444 in a very long time. All right, well, because I can't seem to hit anything with that 444 or the 44 mag, I decided to let Miller put a couple rounds into it.
Middle.
Huh?
Middle.
Middle, yeah. Hold down. I was seeing sparks bouncing off of it too. So let's see what that did. All right, guys. So I just brought the whole backpack up because I have a feeling that there's some. First off, this is the back of the backpack. Most of this is not actually. Some of this is penetration because it's the plate was lower here, but this stuff down here is actually impacts from it hitting that back plate. But see if I can even get it out here. Now, there was several rounds there and a couple there. I haven't seen the back yet. I don't know what it looks like. So that might have been, no, I don't think that was either. That come in, you can see where, you can see where there's a hole right there. That, I'm not sure if it's a penetration or not. It's hard to tell on that one. I thought that was, that's not, that's just like pieces of vinyl or whatever, but there is no penetration. Like, there's like a fiberglass looking material in there, but that, I'll be honest with you, that's pretty damn impressive. Like, multiple impacts from 22, 9mm, 5.56, and the 8.6 blackout, single round, and then running a super safe into it, and it didn't freaking break through. To say how many rounds that was, I don't know. I would say probably 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'm gonna say 9 rounds. That's pretty daggone impressive. Again, I will reiterate: don't try this at home. Don't do anything stupid. But if you're in a law enforcement, military, and you're looking for protection, I mean, the name's still the name's still there. So I think that speaks for itself. What do you think, Miller?
I would definitely wear it. Not saying I wear it, let someone shoot me on purpose, but if I needed to wear one,
Yeah, if it
and
was that
something going
situation.
down, I would feel confident buying one of those, putting my money into it.
Yeah. So, well,
Either one of them, honestly.
yeah. I mean, the
A
other
kid
one,
for school, put in a backpack.
that's, yeah. And in the beginning of the video, that's kind of what I said was I plan on getting one to put in Gunner's backpack. You know, if nothing else, it's peace of mind that at least there's some protection there, something to you know, protect. So hopefully you guys like the video. If you got questions, comments, put them down, put them in the comments, and hit the bell, hit the subscribe, hit the like. That's, I guess, the big thing right now is, you know, getting interaction with your audience. So you guys will do all that. As always, stay tuned, stay tactical. I'll see y'all next time.